Hey everybody, it's Lisa and
Rob.
a couple of pickers. And we actually went live a little early. Wow, what's that about?
Well, there's a ton of people waiting, so.
Ton of people. That's 2,000 pounds. You think we got 2,000 pounds worth of people?
I don't know. I'm not even at the chat yet, so.
Welcome everybody. Today is Tuesday, January 14th.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 people.
So not exactly a ton, but there you go.
Let's see who's here.
You go ahead. I'll let you. You can be our welcomer, Rob.
Boatman. Is it Boatman? Boatman?
Yep.
Welcome.
Yep.
Storage Scavengers. I forgot your name, but Lisa probably knows it.
I believe it's James, but I'm not.
This one's easy to remember. Alexis KTI Enterprises.
KIT.
Oh, KIT. Sorry.
little dyslexia.
Garrett kind of confused me yesterday with his thumbnail or thing, but so. It looks like it's, we just want to go into that, I guess, Sleepless Hustler, which, hey, welcome. It's your first time in here, Sleepless Hustler.
Formerly known as Reseller King Mac.
Crony G. Crone.
Greg.
In it to flip it. And we just have to thank In It to Flip It, all your great comments on somebody else's video.
You know which one he's talking about. Wink, 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 wink. That was the one for, who was it? Dusty.
Yeah.
So thank you for the kind words. That's Susie. Thank you, Susie. That was very kind of you.
Tracy's here.
Tracy.
Uniquely me. Yep. And Old School Picker.
Chris, Larry, Meatball. Hope Meatball's here. Meatball, for any of you that don't know.
And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm old, so.
But you're not the old school picker.
No.
Meatball is Chris's dog's name.
Yeah.
We're all getting acquainted with each other's animals here, so.
He appeared in our latest uploaded video.
Beautiful, beautiful. Looks like a lab. I think he's a chocolate lab.
I don't know if we did that intentionally. I don't think we did it intentionally. It was
no,
just on
we
the screen.
didn't. It just happened to freeze there on the screen when we did it. And I'm like, look, there's me. Well, I didn't know his name at the time. And so I'm like, look, there's Chris's dog. So it turned out to be beautiful. That was a great photo to freeze it on. So Froggy Flips is here. Hi, Froggy. What's hopping?
Hello. What was that?
What's hopping?
Wow.
Wasn't that good? That's right off the top of my head, too. I'm telling you. Pages, Films, and Plastics. A new subscriber. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Interesting name. Pages, Films, and Plastics. I'm going to have to go check you out. So, yeah. Hey, Marie. Tommy's here. 888 Comcast, just in case there's a Comcast emergency. If we go out, folks, we will be right back.
I had the phone right here.
Do you want to explain? Well, Rob was going to take the modem in, switch it out at the local Comcast office, and they're closed today.
Yeah, we live out there. They're only open every other day.
He did get on with Comcast online with the virtual assistant the other day, and he didn't call, but he was online with their virtual assistant, and that didn't work. So there you go. Oh, Mac, thank you. Everybody knows what to do when a new subscriber comes in. Subscribe to them. Thank you, Mac. We have such great people that look out for us when, we have brain
Good thing Mac didn't get any new merch made because he'd have to change it all.
I think it's Brandon. Brandon's coming in, and it's just this battle of king. Well, no, truly, Mac never sleeps. I've said really? That. I think to be a part-time.
There you go.
It's almost there.
Can't get rid of us that fast.
Are you back?
I'm back. You look like you're froze.
I'm back. Man, see, I think maybe they're monitoring us, and we were getting put in timeout.
I don't know, because yesterday we were online. We weren't broadcasting at all. We didn't have any problems.
No, not at all. So I
Is
guess
there
we need-
some sort of, somebody trying to suppress us? I don't
there
know.
you go. Keeping the little man down, kicking the little man, little woman, whatever. So, let's see. Pages comes from Harry Humstone. Thank you, Chris. Well, that's good to know.
Really?
Everybody knows we all love Harry. So there you go. What was I talking about? No telling. I was thinking about something. I was talking about something. Let me think. Oh, I was talking about Mac. Yeah, I mean, all the names are out there for all that's taken, and I've always said he's one of the hardest working. I don't see where he sleeps, so that's a very apropos name, Sleepless Hustler.
Mm-hmm.
So either that or it means he doesn't leave the corner. He's there 24 hours a day. So take it or leave it. Streaming versus watching, two different worlds.
Well, I mean, if you guys prefer us to record something, we can record and upload it.
No, that's no fun. There's no interaction with that. So,
that way you wouldn't have to wait for us.
Full disclosure, today's been a dog shit day. I don't know.
Wait a second, Lisa. Okay, you're past 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I waited till I was past 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's been a dog shit day. It's all Tommy and Tracy's fault.
Why is that?
Because we were watching Ecom 101 podcast last night, and you guys, if you're not subscribed to them, it's Joey and Robin. They both live in California. They are married, but not to each other. And that's a country song. I think it's a Barbara Mandrell, when you're married, but not to each other. But I think it means something more than what this is.
Oh, yeah?
They have fine spouses that they're happy with. They just, they do a show together called Ecom 101. I've married them off once, but they are not married.
Really?
Anyway, they did a show last night that was awesome to help us get to know them better. A lot of people came in and subscribed. A lot of people that are in here came in. And I am so grateful for everybody that did. Thank you very much. But if you haven't checked them out, maybe Rob can drop a link. How are you dropping links, Robbie?
What, to their YouTube?
Mm-hmm, yep. I would encourage you to subscribe to them. They are a great wealth of knowledge, and they're funny. And Robin is probably one of the bubbliest persons that I know. If y'all know me, I am many things. I am not bubbly. So I do take my hat off to her for that. So I really enjoyed watching them. They were on for 2 hours last night. I think we watched them live. And then they went to Tracy and Tommy After Dark. So they got indoctrinated into that world. They survived. They came out wonderfully. So if you guys get a chance to check them out, check out the show last night. It was quite lively and informative. A lot of eBay talk. So good information out there. Hey, Rod. I just saw Rod from Pommy Pickers came in. So very happy to see you here. Danny May is here. Chicken Lady. Danny May's Adventures. So that's another one, you guys. Check. Well, you guys know most of everybody in here subscribe to everybody anyway. So I'm assuming this is Joey that's come in that said his ears were burning.
Oh, yeah?
So if it's not, it's Robin. It's Joey and or Robin. And remember, they're married, but not to each other. Kind of a Tommy and Tracy love relationship. So.
I forgot podcast.
What? Yeah, it's podcast.
I put Ecom 101.
That's
YouTube
probably
channel.
not. Is that them?
Yeah, it's them.
Okay. Well, they're called Ecom 101 podcast.
I had to type that out.
Okay. So.
Not the YouTube one. The little header in between.
Did you get out? Are you ready now? So
yeah,
anyway, I was up late last night. That's what it was. I was up late last night. I didn't go to bed till after. Well, Rob and I started to stay up all night, but guess what? We're not young. We made it till about 3:00 in the morning, and we were so tired, but we went to bed, and then had to get up early this morning and get some shipping out. Blah, 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 blah. Same old shit. Trying to get the listings going this morning. And it just wasn't happening.
Danny May's Adventures is in the house?
You did not hear me say the chicken lady was here?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And to check out her channel?
I was worried about the link. Sorry. Hey, I'll just go ahead.
You monitor chat. That's what you're doing. That's your good. You monitor chat. You're really good with that.
I just did, and I welcomed somebody. And you tell me, it's wrong.
Bumcrack is here.
He said he's not here yet, though.
He's not here. Okay. All right. Got it. Got it.
Because I monitored the chat.
You know what? I finally figured out what I want to say. You know how they gave me crap about that one day about my cleavage?
Who did that?
Oh, you know. So anyway, Bumcrack is Bumcrack. I'm Boob Crack. How about that?
Oh, great.
That'll work.
Hey,
Boob
look,
Crack.
Mac is making us really feel good today.
What's that?
He did 48 listings today.
Hey, Mac. No, that's great. That's great. I did do some relists today. I tweaked. How about that? I tweaked to some things. But honestly, I took I'm going to borrow Rod. I took a Nana nap, but I took a really old Nana nap. I took a Nana nap that lasted quite a while. So, I don't know. That probably means I'm going to be up late tonight. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, she woke up and slipped into her dinner.
I did what?
You slipped into your dinner.
Oh, yeah. I went to bed at lunch and woke up at dinner. So, hey, you can't beat that. That's pretty darn cool, It's like being a kid. You're taking a nap after lunchtime. Nothing like it. Of course, I don't think I had anything for lunch. I just had like 3 cups of coffee. And me and the dog decided to take a nap, and it turned into a long nap. So, anyway.
Welcome, Kids, Deals, and More.
Wonderful. That is Summer, I believe. Am I right? Yes, yay! I got
How
it
about
right.
Shane M? Is that
That's
somebody?
Shane. Now, that's
okay.
pretty good. You're doing great, Robbie.
Thanks.
You're doing
Thanks.
great. Oh, Danny, that's it. You know what, Danny? I know you've talked about that. In fact, she had a speech impediment, and she overcame that. I was going to share with you that my youngest son had a speech impediment, and you talk about how until you played it back and listened to yourself, you really couldn't hear how bad it was. My son was 4 years old, and he'd already been in school for preschool. And it was his second year in preschool. And the teacher came to me and she said, he has a speech impediment, don't you? And I said, no. And because we were so used to hearing him talk the way that he did, that I didn't hear it. And I am so thankful that she got out of her comfort zone and approached me about that, because I don't know how or when we would have ever. I mean, again, he was probably 4 years old, so we were used to hearing like when he would say, instead of French fries, he'd say French flies. There was a lot of sounds he couldn't make, but we never paid any attention to it because we just, you just get used to it. So when he said that word, I didn't hear what he said. I heard the word correctly. And it took a brave teacher to come out of her comfort zone and talk to me about it, which was the best thing that ever happened, because then we got him into speech therapy, and, everything was great. And he's a kindergarten school teacher today. So, I think it's wonderful that people come out and talk about things, because sometimes, if people don't talk about it, you don't know. And like I said, we lived in the house with him. I lived with him for 4 years and didn't know that, and I didn't hear it. Or I heard it and I thought it was cute. I didn't really think of it as a big issue. So, wow. Danny Mae, that is an amazing story. She lost her speech when she almost died of pneumonia sepsis. 5 months of speech therapy. Amazing. Noxie Knox. Hi, Noxie. I met Noxie Knox in Ecom 101 podcast. She's an administrator over there.
Did we welcome Rod when he came in? Because I think he's been here a while.
I did. I said Tommy Pickers.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
And I talked about a Nana nap, which I found that I heard that through Tommy, who talked about that's what Rod takes is a Nana nap.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Because we all thought he said a banana nap when Tommy said it. So we were wondering what the hell he's napping with a banana, or if he's napping with his banana. I don't know. You never know with Tommy. So, guys, check in the chat. Ecom 101 podcast is saying they're having a special theme giveaway on Friday.
Huh.
So, oh, we got the tanks jokes going on.
Really?
Yep.
That's
Sure
wrong.
not
That's the wrong
connection.
place, isn't it?
What? Yeah, but it's okay. I
Okay.
still think that's cute. I actually said that on first time I said that. I think I said that the night where Rob heard it the night of the auction, and Chernock was on doing his shirts, and I said something. I said tanks, and Rob said, you know, like that was, and I'm like, no, Rob, it's, you know, it's okay. He's okay with it. But Rob
So
thought
I didn't edit it out then.
no, you did not edit it out. But he was so afraid that I was being inappropriate. Imagine that, me being inappropriate.
Never.
So, you know, that never happens.
Why would I do that?
What, edit me out?
Yeah.
Honey, you got your finger on the mute button every night. You got your finger on the mute button, and you got your foot wrapped around that cable that you can just rip right out of the wall whenever I get on a tangent. Yeah. Which I do sometimes, I must admit.
Oh, look, people are applying at Taco Bell.
Yes. We all found out that for finance, you know, if you want to make $100 and I think it was $40,000 a year, go apply at Taco Bell to be a manager, or In-N-Out Burger, which we don't have In-N-Out Burger around here. No. I don't even know what the friggin' is an In-N-Out Burger. Rob said it's a drive-through
burger place.
So it's a burger place.
Hey, there you go, In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out. And somebody said KFC, you know. But I'm telling you what, I would rather run naked through our town than work at a fast food place where I had to be a manager over all of the young kids that work there. With a lot of the attitudes. Not putting down all kids, because of course everybody's children are different. But you know, there's so many that are so self-absorbed and they can't take their eyeballs off their phones 2 seconds to even make eye contact with you.
In my adult years, I had to kind of endure a little bit of fast food. Worked at Domino's Pizza once.
Hey, DDD.
Oh, you're not even.
I'm listening too. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you're talking.
I'm done. I had to endure a little fast food.
Oh, that was it. That's not really fast food because you don't have, I mean,
yeah, it was. Remember, that was when they had the 30 minutes or less.
Avoid the noise. Remember that campaign? Yeah.
There you go. I'm dating that then.
Animal style fries, please. I'll have to look that up. That must be something. Mike came in when I said napping with a banana. Well, hold on. Hold on. I used to have a banana over here. I don't even know. Something happened to my.
Lost it.
I took a banana nap today. Just kidding. So
and look, I have an egg.
Exactly. You know this is how I feel today. That's how I feel.
Green and small?
No, I mean, that's kind of how I feel today. You know, you ever have days when you just feel like that? That's just how I feel today. Ugh, like the monster's coming out on me. But if you don't know, that's the Trumposaurus from monster.com.
Lexus is leaving. Bye.
Bye, Lexus.
Have a great night.
Also, so everybody knows, we have tonight at 9:30 Eastern, the grand premiere episode of the Canadian Resellers Roundtable.
Wow.
Starring Chris Thriftbeast CQ, Boondock Mercantile Cliff, and Jody Matoma Videos. And it's going to be on, that's the name of Jody's channel, Jody Matoma Videos. That's the one whose channel it's going to be on. BCP, if you would not mind, please drop a link for Jody's channel. It's going to be on at 9:30.
So now you got Bumcrack Picker. You don't need me.
Yeah. Thought my banana was on the screen with you. Hey, Kathy. Oh, she did put Kathy beside her name. I was teasing the other day because people don't know people's names and they're trying to remember it. And somebody said that she did that because some people do that.
Who did that?
Kathy did. See, it says Sharking Mom Deals - Kathy.
I don't see it. I got to go back. How far do I have to go back?
You don't have to go. It's the last comment.
Oh, okay.
It's
on my current comments. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So anyway, catch them if you guys can. You know, those thrilling Canadians, but they're all three great guys, and it's going to be interesting to watch them on this adventure and see what happens. So you never can tell.
Oh, you're giving them the royal treatment.
Well, it's three people that I like very much. You notice well, no, I won't say that. I don't promote just anybody on this channel.
Look at Tommy has to say about it.
What did he say?
They promise collectively to have more words than D, but I doubt.
I was gonna say I do watch. A lot of times they do late night hangouts, and and they're quiet. They're not as lively as some of the daytime hangouts. Let's just put it that way. And but especially if Cliff's got his 3D printer going. Don't get Krillin started on that. I don't think he's in here, but that was a cute conversation.
Chris is pointing out that he had a live video the other day.
Yes, he got ahead. He got ahead in this. If anybody hasn't had a chance to watch it, it kind of rivals Bumcrack's non-videos. He put a head up there, a mannequin, like you style or photograph
with a hat,
hats on. Mm-hmm.
Hat
and he got more views on that than he did on his pre-recorded. So that's awful.
Well, the state of YouTube.
Okay. But I left him a comment that said, "Way to get ahead." So. Where are you?
Right here.
Oh, there you go.
I had to take my old Rob out and get the new Rob in.
Sorry guys, we had to take a break so we can switch sides.
Lisa, it's all your show. There you go.
Thanks for bearing with us. I appreciate it.
It's your show.
Mm-hmm. So
I'll just leave.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Since they're saying it's my fault. So.
Let's see. What else we got? Hashtag Rob's fault. Hey, Lainey is here. Big girls really do cry. Lainey, I'm sorry I didn't get to your trivia today, but I took where'd it go? I took a nana nap that went a little later than I expected it to. So, but I did have you set up when I got up. It was you were already over. So, Tommy has just confirmed that 888 Comcast is still working at the moment.
Here, I'll take it. I would go ahead and call him now, but I have to mute myself, and then Lisa wouldn't be able to talk.
Well, wouldn't that be a shame? So, Tommy, Tracy, are you guys still coming on in the morning? You said last night that you were going to be having a morning show.
Really?
So I just want to make sure, let everybody know that you guys are having a morning show tomorrow
so you don't miss it, or?
Oh, I never miss their. I'll get up for their show.
Really?
If I need to, I'll take a nana nap later. That's my favorite thing now. I love it. I might just have to change my answers from last night and put Rod in there, because any man that can take a nana nap, that's pretty damn sexy right there.
Yeah. Oh, look at there. There's your answer.
What? Yes, ma'am. All right. So you guys make sure to catch Tommy and Tracy in the morning. I should say Tracy and Tommy in the morning, because it's on Tracy's channel at 9:30. That's when they normally start.
So, if you give any kind of super chats, guess who gets it?
Tracy. So give all your super chats in the morning, because Tommy doesn't share. At least that's what I've been told. So, even when, Rob specifically puts in there, split it, it just doesn't happen.
I didn't say that, did I?
No, you did not. So I'm just
I think that
kidding.
was your words.
Yeah, I think I said that. So I think that's about all of the news that I have to share. So what's going on with you, Rob? What's been going on around here?
Not really much.
Yeah. Still haven't gone back out in the garage, but it's not for lack of trying.
Yeah.
Oh my God, tell them about the offer we got today. Okay. I need
Offer.
Yeah, the offer that I found today. I brought it up in Dee's chat, remember? Okay, we got a guy has
Oh, okay.
185 boxes of books. 185 boxes of books. Approximately 4,000 books.
We've dealt with him before, though.
New to, a couple hundred years old. He's got, approximately 4,000 books. That if we take them all, we can have them for free. He also is including a spreadsheet that he has, where he has all the books documented. He has the ISBN numbers. He has is that ISBN numbers for them, or is it something else? Okay. The ISBN numbers. He's got the titles, the publishers. He's got the books. They're already graded. He has the conditions. He has everything there that you would need. All you would have to do is scan the books. So what do you think?
He had them on Amazon and Abe Books.
But for health reasons, he can't do that anymore, and they're moving, and his wife said he cannot take the books with him. So what do you do?
That's a lot of books.
185 boxes full of books for free. 4,000 books that are... already...
There you go.
All right, and we're back. On that, they just blew up the internet. The thought of us taking in 185 boxes. Chris says run.
You don't take the books.
Tommy said he'd set them on fire. Tracy says don't take the books. Marie says she would grab them. So there you go.
She said somebody would kill her, though.
So, yeah, Justin would kill her, so... Are we back?
Unfortunately.
And the dog shit day continues. All right, so I guess that Rob wasn't really keen on taking the books anyway. So I guess I will listen because I'm more pushing to take the books than he is. So I guess I'll listen to everybody. I'm not gonna light them on fire, Tommy. Since they're not at our house, and that might be a felony. I'm not sure. So I'll pass. Does that make you feel better, Rob?
Yes.
Oh, as you can see, Rob is not happy tonight. Why are you not happy?
I mean, it's just this crappy connection, tonight.
Wow, Joey's coming in with a strong comment. Ran out of AOL dial-up minutes.
Hey, I remember that. I came up with the other old question yesterday. So
Rob has an AOL account though still. So, that's funny. Do you remember getting those and you'd be so excited to get them because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got free minutes?
Now you use them as coasters.
Yeah. Can figure in a whole day how Rob can't make a 10-minute call. But, it was just, he wants to take that in and switch it out. So, Shane says, what's another a death pile? So, Comcast is taking the day off. Yeah. We're probably going to keep it really short tonight, guys, just because it's frustrating. It's frustrating for us too, because we want to be here and have fun, and it's not fun when that keeps going in and out. So I don't want anybody to have to endure that. So it kind of makes it, well, what else can you say? Shitty.
So if we go off again, we won't be back.
Of course we will. We'll be back to say goodbye. That's rude. You have to say goodbye. And Rob won't be back. I'll be back to say goodbye. There you go. Hashtag Rob fault. That would go against the Death Pile Challenge. And actually, Chris is on to something. That would go against our dry January. We're not sourcing in January. So that would go again. Even if it's free, though, that's kind of a...
I've seen them.
You did? You went and actually looked at them?
Yeah, you remember about 6 months ago?
Oh, that's right. No. It's been over a year ago.
Oh, okay. Whenever he tried to sell them.
Yeah, he was trying to sell them. And now he's to the point where if you take all of them, he's selling them $1 a book, or if you take all of them, he'll give them to you for free. I guess that should tell you something right there that he hasn't sold in. Of course, where we live is very remote, and you have to drive over there, so I don't know. Rob actually has pants on. So, Chris is here until Rob hulks out on the computer because of all the crap that's going on with in it. When he grabs that V-neck, and you got a V-neck on? No, it's not a V-neck. It's drooped down because of the microphone. Rob grabs that shirt and rips it in half. There you go. Bone Crack, you must have had your Nana nap today, because you are on fire. I do. I actually have shorts on. It's warm enough around here. It's been in the 80s. It's very hot. So I have shorts on. Rob's got pants on. I don't know why do you have pants on? Oh, you had to put the packages out the door this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He had to put the packages outside for the post.
There you go, Tommy. I'll try that. At least I'll put myself on it.
Buying space. I don't know that I've seen you here. Hello, welcome. You like how I said that? Hello, welcome. I say 2 more times, and Rob, if Rob hulked out, that would just be so cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen Rob. Well, I haven't seen him rip. Well, I don't know. I think I might have saw you rip your shirt one time when you got really. Y'all don't know. It's the quiet ones you got to watch out for. That's all I'm saying. When they finally lose their shit, it's not funny to be around. It's pretty scary, actually. So.
Pat Dees is here.
Hey, Pat Dees. Pat is asking me a question. He caught the tail end of Tommy's show last night, and he wants to know if he's somewhere on the top 10 list. And that's for me to answer, not Rob. What that came out about was the resellers that we find attractive. Our top 3. And I answered 2, and then Rob took over the computer, and I didn't get to say my 3. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pat, you're definitely made the top 10. There you go. We'll just leave it at that.
Danny Mae's Adventures. Why? Oh, you already answered that.
What's that?
Why I have pants on.
Oh, yeah, because he had to go outside. 65 in Tennessee. My God, y'all must have been sweltering, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig.
Hello, Craig.
Yeah, that was a great question, wasn't it, Tracy? And he asked it so nicely and so correctly. So of course, like the ladies were saying last night, men make the top list. It's not all about looks and physiques and things like that. There's a lot that goes into top. When you're younger, it is, but as you get older, man, you find out there's so much more than, and you can always turn the lights out. So, Oh, did I say that? I apologize. That wasn't very nice, was it?
It's all right.
Gonna Hulk out on Larry's head on future video. Wow. I've hulked out on a weed eater. Rob likes to hulk out on Monday morning shipping shows, which is why we don't have a Monday morning shipping show.
Great.
Because it's not a shipping show, it's a shit show.
Why do you say all my secrets?
I'm sorry, you're welcome. Go ahead and tell some of mine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They're not appropriate for this show.
Mine are so bad they're not appropriate for a show. Well, there you go. I don't even know what that is, so we'll have to wait and see, and maybe I'll hear about it later. Hey, Robbie, that was a great picture you posted today. You confused some people because you had us on the wrong side. Boatman said he didn't even know who it was for the show.
I don't know. I got an iffy, sugar shrug when I showed the thumbnail the first time.
Well, it said 2 for Tuesday, and you took out 2 and you put couple for Tuesday. So 2 for Tuesday for me, I immediately went to alcohol. I thought you were offering drinks, 2 for Tuesday. And then you said, no, you meant radio, 2 songs playing. So that shows the difference. When I hear 2 for Tuesday, I'm thinking, it's drinks, and your 2 for Tuesday is 2 songs in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So that just goes to show you. Tommy says he thinks it's working so far to hold strong.
No, I did it. You didn't do it. You'd have to go into your settings of your camera to do it.
Oh, Pat, no. I'm just saying, you know what? It's so funny. I like a man that can make me laugh. I like humor. I like men that are kind. I like a man that can cuss real good, which will make sense why.
Don't say it.
Why one of mine made my top 3. Because,
okay, gotcha. Yeah, but he doesn't do it in anger.
No, that's what I'm saying. He just uses it in daily verbiage.
He just uses it, and when he steps in something,
it's just, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's not offensive to me, because he's not trying to be offensive. That's just how he talks.
Hey, and whenever I cuss, I never try to be offensive.
Oh, baby, you can be offensive sometimes. You can be offensive sometimes. You just get loud. That's what believe it or not. But it's the quiet ones you always have to watch out for. So
look at Chris.
Give Rob a hug. He's looking down.
God, that's pathetic.
Oh, well.
You're not going to get any sympathy out of this group except for, Chris.
So he says, Max says, so why are you with Rob? Let me tell you what. Rob,
look, I'm having a dog shit day today myself, and then Chris just comes up and tries to bring me up.
That's what brothers are for. Rob has an amazing sense of humor. We have a very dark and twisted sense of humor. And we also we're very sarcastic. And I get him. And we like a lot of the same stuff, which, I don't know. I can't tell you. I mean, and he's tall. I've never knew I liked tall men until I met Rob, because my husband before, number one, was not as tall as Rob at all. But I really dig tall men now.
Central Florida Pickers just came in the house.
Hi, Central Florida Pickers. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's funny. Everybody gets a hug. Yep. What's up, guys? You know what? Our internet's staying up. I don't know if I should knock on something. So there you go. Rob reminds me of the dry guy, Ben Stein.
Bueller.
Got off early. That's what she said, Resale King. You dirty little thing.
Wasn't Ben Stein the guy that said Bueller?
Yes, 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 yes. Hi, the Fluky.
The Fluky.
Mhm.
What?
Pat was talking about, remember the Pat D's turtleneck. He doesn't want to get caught staring.
Really?
That's all right. And he'll stand in front of with a snake for you. Yep, yep, yep. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes you don't know. I mean, Rob and I did not match up. You got to remember that. We did not match up. And
this is an old story.
I know that, but I was so happy the other day.
There's probably like about 5 people that don't know this story.
No, but when Krillin was on Tracy's show, he said something about online dating doesn't work, and Tracy said our story, and I was so. I mean, that was just, to me, that's amazing that anybody would take the time to remember our story. Well, maybe because I say it, but I mean, we didn't match. He was a lucky spin. So, sometimes you got to go out of your
the old days of the internet, lucky spin.
Lucky spin. They just had look like a Wheel of Fortune spin, and I thought, what the hell? I'll give that
whenever you did that spin, did you say Yahoo?
No, I didn't. No. It just landed on you, and you had a very, his bio was not flashy. It was simple. It was down to earth. It was like, I've made mistakes, but
Dee got done with dinner. She's here now.
He's like, I've made mistakes, but I'm going to try not to do that again. And I thought, that's probably the most honest thing anybody has ever said. First of all, he admitted he made mistakes, but he didn't blame anybody else. And then he said, I'm going to try not to do them again. He didn't say he's not going to.
How the heck I wrote that bio?
Trust me, I know you wrote it. So now I do. I'm probably the time. But I thought, man, that's probably one of the most honest bios I've ever read on somebody. It was very humble, and I thought, wow, maybe I'll give it a try. Well, actually, I sent him a smart ass answer. Great bio. Too bad I don't live closer. So there you go. But that's okay. Max saying, guess what, Resell King? I changed my name. My name is not Brandon.
Is he in here?
Yes, Brandon.
I didn't see him sneak in.
He's in here.
I seen D, but
hey, D.
I didn't see him.
So, D, did you see the joke that Bumcrack did? I don't know if you saw it or not. He did a joke. What kind of tea does D drink? You can stop me if you've heard it, which I thought was cute because I asked him, and I'm thinking, D doesn't normally drink tea. She always drinks coffee. And he got me. It was accountability because of your show you do every day. So I thought that was cute. I hope I didn't ruin it for you, Bumcrack, but I just thought that was a really cute joke.
That's very funny.
Well, Bumcrack reminds me, he's very...
And at the time I heard it the first time, I laughed.
He's very quick on his feet, you know?
Mm-hmm. And, the mouse and stuff like that.
Quick on the mouse. Well, I heard Tommy talking about Michelle Lathan, that when she's a moderator, that if somebody's in a foreign language, she takes that stuff and Googles it and translates it and puts it right back out there.
Really?
So,
she hadn't heard it yet.
She didn't hear it. No, so, well, that's...
let's give her a moment so she can...
She got it. She put an LOL in there.
But she's laughing now, so...
It was cute.
Now she's laughing. There you go.
Yeah.
Laughing out loud.
Pat D's editing videos, 23 packages to ship.
What?
Wow, Pat, congratulations. That's great. Resell King, Brandon, the confusion is over. I guess. There you go. So there you go. Reseller King is now...
You won't be mistaken for... Well, I mean, you do a lot of jobs
hustler.
Too, but
Yeah, well, Brandon's young. Not that I'm saying Max old, don't. But, at least now we won't have to worrying about, who's pulling their snake out online, getting them confused. I don't want to start any rumors that Max out there pulling a snake out online or anything, So, Brandon, how's life treating you?
He's making dinner.
Oh, he's making dinner. Then we can have a moment of silence as Reseller King died. He didn't die. He just came back as the sleepless hustler. Rob, if you had to rename us, what would you rename us? Here you go. I'll put that out there. Leave off the pervert. Come on, guys. No couple of perverts. But if you had to rename us, what would you?
Oh my God! You're already getting rid of our
I'm just curious.
name that I've had since 2012.
You know what? Couple of pickers is fine.
2012.
It's fine.
That's like,
my mind goes straight to hee haw. I'm picking and I'm grinning. You know, that's why I told Rob. I told him we ought to have shirts made that says I'm picking and the other one says I'm grinning. But the problem is how many people would actually realize what that is. It would probably be more appropriate if you had somebody digging in their nose. You know, I'm picking and I'm grinning.
Yeah.
I'm driving. Can you read the chat to me in Ben Stein's voice? Evidently, you have a very neutral voice, Rob.
Fluky. What do you do? Where are you driving to?
No, that was Dwayne the other day when it got silent in the auctions, and he would say Bueller. So Dwayne was awesome in those auctions.
Fluky, keep your eyes on the road.
Couple of flippers. Oh, that's not bad.
Couple of bum crack pickers.
Bonnie and Clyde of pickers. Well, I don't know about that, but that's not bad. I wouldn't. That's not the Ben sniffers. Way to go, Tommy.
Way to come right up your feet there.
That's a great one. That was a great one. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's just you just think about what could have been, what could we have been to try and change that. But Rob's actually had this name for as long as when we went full time, which will be 8 years this year in September. It'll be 8 years that we've gone full time.
Change it to.
Okay, we're back. I said, you worry about Rob calling Comcast. It took him 7 years to start the YouTube channel after he created it. He doesn't get in a hurry to do much. You know, it takes time. It's a process. You know, Rob didn't leave home early. He stayed at home for a while. You know.
Really?
Just ask your mother. Of course, she'll say, you know, well, he had a girlfriend. He would stay and but he never gave up that home base with mom and dad until you met your first wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or did you live with Ruby?
Nope.
Not completely?
No, never moved in.
That was one of his first girlfriends.
Couple of hoarders.
Oh, look at that. Central Florida Pickers was on Antiques Roadshow.
Really?
That's awesome. I hope we get to see that. That's going to be cool. Team Hoarders, thank you very much. Couple of Fluckers, thank you, Crony. That's wonderful. Da Pick and Hose, thank you, Brandon. I got a couple of names for you too, Brandon. You young whippersnapper.
Freezing Pickers.
BDC Pro 1969, second time in the chat. Well, I'm glad you came back.
You might not be after this one, huh?
We have that effect on people sometimes. They don't come back. Now, what did you want me to go in and change, Rob?
Your resolution.
Oh, okay.
Go to Cam Mic, and it has like a drop down for the resolution.
Over here with my camera?
No, on the StreamYard.
Oh.
See down there where it says Cam Mic.
Yeah.
Go in there, and you can drop down the second drop down there.
Mine says 480.
Okay.
So maybe I've never been the problem.
Maybe
you're the problem.
Okay.
Couple of hoarders. Freezing Pickers. Chris says hulking out in 3, 2, 1. Calm Crap Pickers. I like that one. So no, we're gonna get it straightened out, guys. I promise. You know,
even we have to go to AT&T.
Yeah, even if we have to go to AT&T, but
and sign on the dotted line.
Don't tell Dee, because we're not going to let her know that if we have to.
Because we'll just have to bring out that red pin whenever we sign the dotted
Internet
line.
lag hustlers. Thank you, Brandon. You know what? Just keep them coming. Just keep them coming. We can take it. No, Rob didn't. I don't even think you asked me. You just created this, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's wanted to do YouTube for a long time.
Can't you tell?
Yeah, he's the one that wanted to do YouTube, and I'm like, no, 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 no. And every year we sit down and we reevaluate. We, look at our 5-year plan. We make adjustments. We talk about what we're going to do at the upcoming year. And every year it's the same thing. We're going to start YouTube. We're going to start YouTube. This is the first year that wasn't on our list.
We had to do it before the century closed out.
Yeah, we wanted to get it started before the new decade.
Oh, sorry, century, not decade, not century.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob, we're not that old.
That's right.
So
a sack of pickers. Gosh, we're stopping with the stuff now.
Crony's sticking with a couple of fluckers. So picker sack. I don't know if I want to be called anybody's sack, Chris. That just YouTube hustlers. I don't know how I feel about the word hustler.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to be constructed to YouTube only.
Picker to me is bad enough, because normally when I think about somebody picking, I'm always thinking about somebody picking their nose. But I don't know. I don't know what I would have preferred. I would have been fine with this, even if he had run it by me. So it's okay. It's all right. Wow, that's not good to know.
What?
Summer says, good luck if you get AT&T. You can't open eBay on their browser on the phone if you have AT&T phone service.
No, we won't have phone service.
Wow.
We just have internet.
Shane says, next year Lisa's going to spend less time on YouTube. I'm really, really thinking, YouTube is cutting into my work time. I've got to figure out a balance.
You just won't sleep.
The content, the people that are creating content, you're creating content faster than I can watch it. My watch list, the stuff that I've got in queue, it's just, there's more in there than I could watch in a day, and I'm adding to it daily. So, if I haven't watched your video yet, don't worry, I'm getting there. And Rob watches some as he can, but it's just hard.
Dee's telling us to get rid of the camera, so she's basically telling me to get rid of me.
No, she's saying they can't handle you both of you on the same time. Maybe we should share a camera. That would mean I have to sit beside him, Dee. Y'all are just going to have to put up with the freezing.
Well, you just get rid of me,
It's only so much I can take. It's bad enough we're in the same. We proved we're in the same household when we were on the auction. We actually sat beside each other. I think Pat pointed that out. That we were on this. We don't appear on the same screen very often at all. So
really, maybe we should start doing that.
Why? Why?
Wow, there was silence in the room.
Why? Oh, silence in our room? No, I'm just like, why you want to do that? You're the one that set this up like this.
No.
You're supposed to be in the back corner of the house. That was supposed to be your office.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back there where all your hats and stuff are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what? We are gonna do a little bit of something that's different today. We're actually going to talk about eBay a little bit. How's everybody's eBay going today? We're actually doing pretty good.
Oh my God, you're going to talk about eBay?
Yeah, I'm
back to eBay with Rob, as old school picker would say.
Be careful, Rob. I've been trying to move Rob out of here for years, Chris. It don't work.
Here, we have a story. I can give you a story.
Go ahead. Good. I can sip my coffee.
After the auction, you were supposed to wait for the person to send a receipt and then to verify they paid their
donation.
And then we would send them the item. So we waited for Monday morning, we were sitting saying we haven't heard from them yet. So we kept the email, checked the email, and nothing came up. And so today, when I checked the email, was it today or was it last night?
It was last night because we got a message from two Aussie thrifters.
Oh yeah, we were in Ecom 101 and they told us.
Aussie thrifter Brad sent me a message. Said, please check your Instagram. They're trying to get a hold of you. Which Tracy, if she's still listening, Tracy sometimes will send me a message on Instagram. I don't check. Again, Rob and I are just coming into this Instagram thing. I don't check it that often to check messages. So I'm not ignoring you, I promise. And we did not. And I told Kara that last night when I messaged her back. I said, I am so sorry, but we don't check Instagram. And we've been checking our email. So we felt like idiots, Oh my God, here we are. So anyway, we got that taken care of today. But yeah, that was kind of funny,
Yeah.
But that's what we get for being old. We're just trying to come into Instagram, just getting comfortable with it. And as you can see, we're not even that comfortable with it. So so happy to see so many other people are, though. I see Chris posting on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I always forget Tommy's name when I see his post come up. I'm like, who the hell is that? Oh, okay, I know who that is. Oh, they're talking about phones.
Yeah.
I know, Tracy, I know. But I just want you to think, I'm not ignoring you. I really am not. Both times that you've told me that, I've gone back and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like such an ass because, I didn't answer you. I need to friend you on Facebook because that's how Tommy gets a hold of me if you want. He sends me a message through there because being at the desktop, I see those come in right away. So
Yeah.
I don't want you to ever think that, I'm Team Tommy and not Team Tracy. Because Tracy was in here first, to be honest.
Really?
That's right. I found Tommy on his when he was upset. Well, he was on a little bit of a rant about eBay on Ad's charity show. Remember that? You probably don't remember.
But we watched him before that.
Yeah. Well, you had.
Yeah.
I hadn't.
Yeah, I'd seen one of his old. He had to upload a video one time. And
that's the first time I had saw him.
And then I seen him in chat in what's the name's channel? What is it? Thrift Mind.
Okay.
Where he was getting like dances or something.
Oh, that's right. He was getting twerks. So I remember you telling me about that. So then when we were either in, he was in, I don't know where, he either was in our channel or he was in another channel, and I got to talk to him. We were chatting back and forth, and he's got a lot of good ideas. I mean, he really does. He had every right to be upset with the situation that had happened and everything, of course. And, I wasn't aware of it. And so I got caught up to speed on everything. But that's how I met Tommy. And he was very kind to say that even though Rob and I are old, we are still, we've been on eBay forever. We do believe in change, and we do believe there are things that need to be done. We're not ones that are out there saying eBay is perfect. Don't change anything. Long live eBay. We know that there's things that are wrong, and we agree with a lot of the things that Tommy has to say. So that's another thing. Like I said, you guys, go back and watch Tommy and Tracy's show last night. There's a lot of discussion about eBay, things that are going on, things that have gone on, things that are suggestions for change. It was really good. It was a good conversation last night between all the other normal Tommy Tracy kind of stuff. So with Joey and Robin from Ecom 101 podcast. So all right, Central Florida Pickers, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Yep. So Tommy hulked out on eBay. No, Tommy did not hulk out. He didn't. Tommy, I mean, I'm sure everybody has. He was just very adamant about what happened. I'll say that way. He didn't come off. I mean, if he had came off to me as, hulking out, I probably would have never reached out to him and talked to him like we did when we had a conversation. It was just somebody that got a really bad deal. And, and he had some very valid points, and it's good to hear that, because if you're not constantly trying to change, to keep up with what's going on, we all know that you get left behind. And unfortunately, that's the situation I think eBay finds itself in. They're getting left behind by a lot of these newer applications that are, and the apps that are being made by the younger kids that are coming out. They're marketing towards themselves, and eBay still markets towards an older audience, which nothing wrong with old. But, if you want to keep growing and evolving and bringing in fresh blood with new ideas, you've got to have the young people. God, He used to be a young people. Now I'm an old people.
Hey, without this beard, I'm young at heart.
Yeah, that's me. Without all this gray hair and all this stuff, there's a young person in there somewhere still waiting to get out. Yep, it's true. Facts are facts, guys. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing pretty good on eBay today. Like I said, sales actually have been pretty decent. Some of the other venues have still been bringing in some money. Again, watching Tommy and Tracy's show last night and showing some of the other platforms, Grailed, or is it Grail or Grailed? I'm not sure. Grailed. With an ED. Mercari, with how they look when you go into the app. I never really took time to consider that, but they are so much more appealing. I can see where younger kids would be more apt to go in there. So I'm going to try and look. Do we have any items that are hip and appealing to younger people, or do we mostly sell old people stuff?
I don't
know. I may have to go back and reevaluate, see what I got that I can throw up on there. That sounds awful. I can throw up on there.
Throw up.
Something that I can put out there that might be appealing. Plus, I'll be honest with you. I watched Mel back from Burnout on, it's Monday. This is the kind of the strange Australian thing. Mel does it every Tuesday for her, but it's Monday at 6:00 at night for us. So it's Tuesday morning for her. It's Monday evening for us. I watched Mel last night and Braun, two sellers from Australia, and they both went through their process that they do from the time they purchase their items to getting them ready to photo, to actually photographing them, how they do their inventory storage, and then how they pull and even post some of the items that they sell. What was nice to hear was that I'm doing a lot of the same things that they are. What's not nice to realize is they're being so much more successful than I am. So I've got to the only thing that's got to be there has got to be the items that we're choosing. Of course, they do a lot of clothes. I think Mel said at least 80%, maybe higher than that, of hers is clothes.
I mean, whenever we did Poshmark, we didn't do anything that people would tell you to do, but I think we ended up having like two sales. That's it.
So,
but there wasn't that many items on there.
I'm really considering getting back into, seeing all the clothes that are out there in the garage and seeing some of them that are really, I consider them still good clothes. I don't know. I could be wrong. My thumb is not on the pulse of the runways, of the Paris runways and what everybody's wearing. But as for the clothes we have, I think they're still good quality clothes. I don't think, and so I really would like to get back into that. I must admit, I am getting kind of excited about getting back into the clothes game. So, how do you feel about that?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So,
if that's what you have, then you have to deal with what you got.
Well, that's true too. What Tracy was saying too, it's a different market in Australia. I did hear them say that Australian eBay is on fire right now. They don't have a lot of competition.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of wide open. There's not a huge amount of sellers like we have here in the US. So they don't have as many people to compete against. So of course that could be, but still, it still is inspiring to see the volume, that these ladies do, and they're able to manage it and still have their daily life, not be a slave to it. Even though Tommy swears Mel has sweatshop workers tucked away somewhere in her home.
Does she have kids, doesn't she?
She does have children. Yeah, she has 4 children. So
Cody Berg is asking if we do promoted listings.
Yes, we do.
Oh, wait, let me read it right. Do you guys promote all listings? Yes.
Yes, just because it's easier to do that than it is
a blanket.
Yeah. So, hey, Maggie.
And that's trending +1 or 2.
Maggie says the apps are really much easier than using the browser. Danny, thank you she's saying, thumbs up, people.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We don't have any, well, I'm not going to say it.
What?
Nothing. Yeah, Chris, sell what you find. Yep. Storage Scout James says, I hate doing clothes. I bulk auction those off and focus on the hard goods. Hey, Lobster. Now the party can start.
And Select Pet.
And Select Pet. Hey, hey, hey. You know, there's so much. Rob and I, when we went into this with the mentality at the time that you fill your store with what you have.
I mean, when we first started, a lot of stuff that we got at the beginning, you were getting a lot of money for.
Yeah.
And we were, into it for pennies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what some of the stuff that came about that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But as time progressed and evolved.
Mm-hmm. And we have the anchor store now, with the 10,000 available listings plus 1,000 free auction listings in certain categories that we have a month that we're not taking full advantage of yet. We did sign up for that again, so we have that for a full year. So our business model will still be to have that store, try to get that store as full as possible. But this year, our focus is trying to move things as quickly as possible to liquidate them by either
to maybe even scale down.
Exactly, that's what I was getting to. Lotting them up, doing some wholesale lots. Rob and I are going to have some more things coming down the pike to try and slim down. We'd like to. You hate to say slim down the store because we're paying for those 10,000 listings till next December.
Mm-hmm.
So our listings might not slim down, but as we get closer to
we might have 10,000 listings.
Yeah. As we get closer to the end of the year, we've talked about it. There's a possibility we could downsize because, again, we're old, but we're not too old to realize that sometimes that, your business model that you started with is not the same. You evolve the same way as the times evolve. So we've considered that scaling down and having, like everybody says, instead of selling the bulk quantity, instead of selling 15 to 20 items a day, maybe we just sell, if we sold 5, only had to sell
10
5,
or less.
Can you imagine if we only had to sell 5 items a day and bring in the money? It'd be a lot less to store. It'd be a lot less to ship. It would be a lot less for Rob to have to stress out about finding.
Yeah, but sometimes you think about that, it's more risky.
It is more risky because if you don't have the money dollar items there, then you're not going to make your goal.
Or if you get a return, it's it's $50 instead of $5.
That's true. There's all valid concerns. Hey, Dwayne. So
hey, we were talking about you a while ago. Sorry.
Yeah, we were, but that's okay.
No, it was all good.
It was good for the most part, I think. So, Justin from RVA Flip said you have to be invited for paid management.
Oh, managed payments.
Oh, managed payments. Oh, okay. So, Rick said he was invited last August. Were we invited?
Oh, yeah. Like everybody was.
We just politely said no, thank you.
Not until we were.
Not until we have to. So, again, part of that is making sure that all the bugs have been worked out of it, all the kinks, because anytime you go into anything that's beta or you're the first group to go through it,
you're the guinea pig.
Exactly. And we just don't want to mess with that. So we opted out to make sure that hopefully by the time it gets to us, they'll have everything worked out. I'm not keen on them holding money. I mean, that's my big deal because we've always,
if they can't get the listing right, what are they going to do with the money?
We've always, you sell something, that money's right there. It's available. I can go spend it the same day. I'm not keen on them holding my money because every day they're holding it, they're making money on my money. And I don't like that. So that's my big deal. Somerset got thrown in managed payments by mistake, had to fight to get out of it. Oh man. Yeah, that's my big thing. It's just I don't want to get caught up in that, but I don't know. I mean, eBay has enough kinks. They have enough kinks, the same amount of kinks as our Comcast does. So I don't really have much faith in that they're going to have things worked out. I think Tommy says it correctly when he said eBay doesn't fix problems. They put Band-Aids on them, and that only lasts for so long, and then something else is going to break, and, until they can or are willing to spend the money, and who knows, probably honestly to fix everything that needs to be fixed, they would have to take the whole thing down. And God knows that would be devastating for all of us. eBay
Star City
included.
Picker says 8 years and never had an issue with PayPal.
Yeah, we haven't had any issues with PayPal either.
I mean, in fact, whenever our credit card number was stolen,
yeah, he got it.
They resolved it that same day, I think.
What was funny, the reason why is because Rob he got his card number stolen from a skimmer at a gas station, his PayPal card. And he bought something at Target in the town we live in. No, in the town we live in. But when we got home, PayPal had already froze the card because somebody was in Wisconsin using it at Target. And they knew if Rob was at Target in Ocala, he was not at Target in Wisconsin. So they had somebody that was savvy enough. They picked up on that right away and, took care of it. We didn't have any issues. But
that's the only issue we've ever had.
And they resolved it. And all the times that we've had cases with them, I can't say that we've won every case we've had in PayPal, but we felt like we were dealt fairly with. So, I really have nothing bad to say about PayPal. Of course, they were part of eBay for a while, Yeah. Yeah, I mean, eBay, it does. I mean, it's another way that they can make profit on it because while they're holding your money, they're drawing interest on it. So they're making money. I don't know what the best, I mean, let's be honest. I don't think there's going to be another platform out there that's going to take eBay's place. I just don't think there's ever going to be one.
I'm sure there will be in the future, but it might take a while.
Well, we'll be dead by then.
Yeah.
There's not going to be one that's going to be, well, I mean, like Rob said, not in any time soon.
I mean, pretty much the same. I mean, there are platforms out there, but they're not as successful.
Hey, Harry Humstone.
Oh, Harry's here.
Yeah, Rick, they have to bring younger people to the site because, I mean, it's not that Rob and I buy stuff online, and we do shop on eBay, but honestly, Rob's first go-to is usually Amazon. My first go-to is eBay, only because you're going to get
there for 2 days,
but if Rob needs something, he always goes to Amazon, and he's in that age group that it should be more loyal to eBay, especially since we sell on eBay, but he's not. He feels more confident going to Amazon.
Well, you can't guarantee, 2 days.
Well, I'd like one thing that Joey from Ecom 101 podcast said last night. When eBay took away our ability to customize our stores, and I realized it had got to the point out of hand. I mean, some people's stores wouldn't even load on your phones. Hey, Logan.
Logan, how you doing?
Because of all the HTML and everything, they had, it wouldn't even load on your phones. And I understand why they did that. But, it was really nice and fun to go in there and, make your store. You could make it frou-frou. You could make it, really clean and industrial looking. You could, you got to make it where it reflected more of you, kind of like having your own antique booth. You got to go in and decorate it. But nowadays we don't have that option. They want everything to be streamlined, and we're all individual seller. Everybody's an individual seller, and I think that appeals to people when you can give them the ability to customize things and kind of make it your own. I think that appeals to people. So that's just my little 2 cents, which doesn't matter for much, but not that anybody at eBay ever listens. But one thing that was nice that I heard last night too is that eBay is going to might be bringing back the more of the local meetups. I don't know how good those really do, other than you get the nice swag stuff, and they feed you pretty well. But Rob and I went to one in Orlando. Went to eBay Live in Orlando. I can't remember what year it was. And we had a really good time. I mean, we sat at a huge table, but we were with people from all around the country had come into it. And it was a great way to network. We met a lot of resellers, but honestly, the classes that they had, for us, they weren't very worthwhile, because they were a lot of basic things. And it was hard to fill our day up with stuff where you felt like we were learning anything. The best part of it was the social aspect, getting to mingle with your peers and talking, because that's where the knowledge came from. The knowledge came from other sellers that had history and experience with stuff. It didn't come from the classes that eBay presented. And that was kind of disappointing.
You have Jason Byers Official saying something about PayPal here. What's it saying?
PayPal is great until your account is hacked and you can get no help. Wow. That's awful, Jason. Like I said, that wasn't our experience.
Oh, I forgot about, we did have one time that we had a problem with PayPal and they couldn't resolve it. Remember?
What was that?
Remember whenever you were mobile that one time and you transferred friends and family to yourself and you forgot to...
I used the wrong...
You used the wrong email?
Yeah, and it sent it to another person that I can't get a hold of.
And we cannot reverse it.
Yeah, I was out shit on that.
So they say you should send it with an invoice.
Yeah, you should always send, if you're sending it, if you want to have protection. That was me, yeah. But thank God it wasn't a huge amount.
It was like about what?
It was $250.
Yeah. That's the only time we ever had
I gifted someone $250 and the bitch didn't even have the...
Yeah, they didn't even take it out.
She didn't even have the nerve to say thank you. So it's probably still sitting there.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know it. So... Yeah, I agree, Rick. eBay's at the point where they just want money to show each quarter. The sellers and the buyers don't matter. It's just... Wow, Jason's saying after researching, he found that PayPal workers work because they have access to accounts. You know, that doesn't surprise me. You find there's going to be, shifty people working where, no matter where you work. Credit card company, that happens. I worked for a mortgage collection agency one time, and of course we took credit card numbers over the phone. You had to write them down back in the day. People stole that shit all the time. So, it's very easy to do that. And unfortunately, people are just crooked, criminal, assholes. And you find that in every business, but it hurts. It hurts doubly when it's your money they're messing with. That's terrible.
Yes.
A Wendy, Fat Girl Sewing, I did. I cried. And I emailed that girl, and I have phone calls, and I have contacted old businesses where she used to work, trying to get information. I wrote letters, and,
no answer.
So no answer. So. Yeah, I'm sure, Jason, they probably, I'm sure you're not the only one that's happened to. They probably have put some safeguards in place, but anytime you work anywhere where you have access to people's financial information, you're going to have somebody there that's going to try and make a quick buck on it.
And 99.9% of the time now these days, I go in and pay for my gas.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, that kind of spoiled him on it. He doesn't like to use. I grab them things, and I know they probably think I'm putting one in. I'm pulling on that damn thing and shaking it because that's what they tell you to do. If you think that it might be a scanner, a scanner, right? A skimmer to, just kind of jingle it.
I thought they were going to resolve that with the chip, but I don't know.
I don't know. So, that's what Rob and I mean, we listen. We listen to everybody talk about what's going on. We listen to people's different situations, and we kind of take note of it, like I said, and we probably will be changing our business model in the future just to better fit our life and what we want to do. Because again, we don't want to be, I really don't have anything. I can't say I don't want to be 70 years old and reselling. I can't say that because Rob and I talked about this. God forbid we would ever win the lottery. But of course, you have to play the lottery to win the lottery. So that's not going to happen because that costs $1 and we can't afford $1, you know. We would still want to, I still would want to do this because I just enjoy it. I enjoy going. Of course, I guarantee you I wouldn't be shopping at the pound store. I'd be at some high ass end estate sales. I would probably what I would sell would really go up in value, you know. But I would still do it because I have fun. It's fun. It's something Rob and I like to do together. It's a great way to get out and meet people and spend a day just wandering around.
Me
shopping.
Myself, I enjoy going to the Goodwill outlet, our local Goodwill outlet, trying to find something that I can sell for $250.
Yeah, that's
or
his
more.
thing. Normally,
You
when
know,
he goes in
that's
there,
what I like to do.
he'll tell me. That's why if Rob goes, Rob might spend $10. If we go together, we probably spend $20 or $30. I tend to buy more things that are not as high dollar flips as Rob does, only because I like plush, and I cannot lie, and I will defend my the
Plush
fact that plush makes
throne?
money. And probably even if I still would buy freaking plush because it's just something in toys. I enjoy that. That's something that makes me happy. So back off the plushies, people. You know, I like that. I like to list them. I like to sell them because they bring people a lot of enjoyment, and I like to sell that. Same thing with toys.
Old School Picker says, as long as I'm able to, I will resell. I enjoy it too much.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's almost I don't want to say a sickness, but it's almost not even an obsession. I'm just saying it wrong. The word's not coming right now. I fell in love with it, and I never thought I would.
I mean, this is one of my favorite. I mean, if I look at a video and I can't think of anything to say about it, I always come up with, I'm amazed that, still amazed that you can buy something like this and, and do this and that with it,
Well, what I love is when Rob calls his mom and tells her that like he bought something for 50 cents and he sold it for, I don't know, $100. And she says, is that legal? That makes me laugh, because it seems like it shouldn't be legal, and it's hard once you make those kind of sales. You just kind of get it in your blood. You become addicted to it. You want to make that big score. You want to flip that big item. And, until you can, that's why we have a lot of smalls in our store. We sell on volume. We flip that stuff and keep going. But we do like, the way we've tried to do our business model for the last couple years is we like to have one big item sell each day, and then the little ones fill in the slots for right now. And that seems to be working. But we would like to change it, so maybe we don't have so many little ones. But that's for, like I said, we got an anchor store for another 11 months. So we're going to be working it the way we are just to try and get the volume of stuff that we have out because we have so much dead stock. We need to get rid of it.
Wonder what the hell that?
I have no idea. I just want money. I don't like my full-time job. No reason to like me. So yeah. Well, you know what? Money is a big motivator. When Rob and I both found ourselves, we were both part-time sellers when we both found ourselves without our full-time jobs. What's your option? Unemployment is nothing. I mean, especially when you're coming, you're used to making a six-figure income, and they offer you what, $200 for 2 weeks? I mean, thank you. Am I supposed to say thank you?
I can make more on this, with a sign on the road.
I mean, it's better than nothing, but my God, I can make more than that, flipping outside of the yard, selling at a yard sale. So, of course, unemployment's not met. I mean, it's met to just get you by. It's not meant for people to live on, of course, because they don't want you to get comfortable with it. They want you to get back out and find a job. But that's why Rob and I took that as an omen that maybe that was the time to kick it in gear and see if we couldn't just make it on our own. And lo and behold, we were thankfully able to do that. And when we were doing that, we were selling a lot of clothes. So that's why we're kind of thinking that getting back into the clothes game could be a game changer for us, for our store, for our business model, for everything. So again, I don't know whether we're gonna go on Poshmark or not. I do have a Posh store. I have sold on Posh before. I don't know if I'm going to cross post on there. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it now. I'm still trying to learn more about
I don't
it.
know. It seems like more and more people talk about it. It's a lot of work.
I know, but I don't know. That's what I mean. I've got to figure it out. I've got to figure out these other places that are out there. Grail. Rob has a lot of. I watch. Oh, come on, Lisa. Chris Chernock Connection. The tank guy. Tanks a lot, Chris. Because I think well, if you ever see his basement, I mean, my God, you just drool. If you're a clothes person, you would drool over his basement. He has, unless you're Zahir, I think they said Z got nauseous. But he has so many clothes and things down there, and I think he sells on Grailed and things. And so I've been trying to listen to Chris more and pay attention to a lot of the Posh sellers and just try and re-educate myself, bring myself back up to speed on that before I jump into it, because I don't want to overprice my stuff and not sell, and I definitely don't want to cut myself short and not sell it at what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Harry said his daughters use Poshmark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Summer says, if I figure out Poshmark, let me know. That's probably why I did sell a few things on Posh.
Yeah.
It did take a long time though. I mean, and they were one of them was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
That's what threw me. I thought they would sell. Plus, they were a pair of Torrid jeans that were really nice, and they were still had all the tags on them, and great condition. It was a good size. Lots of Torrid is a good brand to sell, sell through rate. And I thought, man, these are really going to sell. No, they didn't. It took them a lot, but they finally did sell. But the thing about it was I sold them on eBay, shipped them. The person ended up not liking them for whatever reason, send them back. So I didn't put them back on eBay. I ended up putting them back over on Posh. I did cross post. I did have them cross posted, but they sold on Posh the second time. So, and thank God they kept them. So, I didn't have any problem with money or anything like that. That was the easy part. So Macari just sucks balls, I guess, if I can say that. It's, but that's our own fault for what I have over there. I need to be more aggressive on that. There's just so much to do. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming with how much you need to do, how much time is in a day. I guess I need to just, like my mom used to say, you need to, shit or get off the pot. You got to make out either you're going to work or you're not going to work. So it's our own fault. We need to do a little bit better at time management. And I need to stop taking those damn Nana naps. That's what's throwing me.
Poshmark wants view pages on web page views to show investors they're a viable platform.
Summer, she gets maybe one sale a week. I'm thinking I have a bunch of plus size clothes, so I'm thinking I might model those. You've seen those women that model it,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to be so sexy, Maybe Rob and I'll start modeling my clothes. Well, I'll start all my men's clothes. I'll get Rob to model. How about
Great.
that? I'll get Rob. Well, Rob and I'll start modeling our own clothes, and maybe
I'll look great
help.
in a medium shirt.
No, it has to be your size. Okay, we ain't modeling nothing that don't fit. So, but maybe we'll try that. We'll try. It seems to work with all these young hipsters. So maybe we do a couple old people out there dressing up in their clothes. Maybe we can sell them. I don't know.
Don't you remember our mannequin? Logan named it.
What did he name it?
Bobby O.
Oh, did he? I used to call it Ruth because it was your...
No, the male model.
Oh, the male. Yeah. Anatomically correct, by the way. Excuse me for just a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm good. I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Can you mute me real quick? Whew, just did not want to cough in y'all's
Oh, look,
ear.
I woke up Logan.
Ooh, sexy walk around your chair. If we could walk around the chair, Dwayne, we're liable to trip. I got some nice high heels, though. That would be funny. I haven't worn them in years. Can you imagine? You know, watch how your ankle can twist side to side when you're walking and still keep
Dwayne's
it
mannequin
upright.
is called Fernando.
uh,
Hey, maybe we should have a poll in there and see if we can name Chris's mannequin.
a pole?
If he's going to be making
Oh,
another.
I thought you meant a pole, like a stripper pole. And I'm like, what does that got to do with anything?
A suggestion of what Chris is going to name his mannequin if it makes another, another appearance.
Logan, what the hell is that?
No idea.
Is that laughing? Are you laughing at the fact of your dad modeling clothes? I'm
Maybe
not
that
sure.
was he was making the noise of what you were doing whenever you were muted.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. You see what Chris said? He says that he thinks in the next year someone will come out with a new platform. His guess is Facebook, because the people are selling without Facebook getting a piece of the pie.
Yeah, well.
Everybody likes pie.
Oh, his name is Larry. I forgot. Yeah, Larry. We already named it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I think I did see that whenever we were on that. When we were on that live stream.
Rob was watching.
Yeah, I was on the live stream. Yeah.
That's the sad part,
I was
Chris.
even commenting.
Rob was watching. So. Oh, that was me coughing. Thank you, Logan. You're so sweet. I don't know what it is. I feel like let me get out the old Ricolas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I ask them for a sponsorship? Sugar free. They don't give you gas or diarrhea.
Huh.
One of the few sugar free things that don't. Maybe it's because they're small. That's all right.
That's why Facebook wants their own currency?
Do they really?
Really?
Really, Facebook wants their own currency? What are they going to call them? Face dollars?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently 105 other people. Oh, his video. I think you should have named it How to Get Ahead in Business. Of course, that might have been construed as dirty. So,
yeah.
There we go. Oh, there you go. You got Dwayne and Logan yep, you guys just got jinxed, Logan. Are both on the same wavelength there on my Ricola.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they did. So, Dwayne, you should have been on Ecom and Beyond. Not Ecom and Beyond. Ecom 101 podcast last night. They were trying to auction off a few things, but all they had was a bunch of poor resellers on there, so it wasn't going so well. They needed somebody to drive up the bids. None of us had any money. They did it for charity. They did. But needless to say, they had to stop after one item. Wrong crowd in there. Had all the poor people in there. So that's okay. Oh, but I did want to mention that on Ecom and Beyond tomorrow, Anthony Pittsburgh and Nate Everyday I'm Hustling, Robin from Australia, that was the very generous woman that was at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show, the one that shared her story about what happened with the fire with her property and everything, and then had that beautiful shirt that she auctioned off. She is going to be on their show tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So.
Wow. So that means you're going to choose who to watch.
I'm going to straddle the line. I'll have my headphones in with Tommy and Tracy, and then I'll have this ear open for Robin. 30 minutes of Tommy and Tracy by themselves, and then I have to split ears. As long as I don't have to go more than 2 shows, I'm good. Any more than 2.
As long as you got browsers open, baby, it doesn't matter.
Yep. So, it's just hard when you find two shows that you really like and you want to support them both and you want to watch them as as it's happening so you can interact. That's, to me, that's the
Hey,
fun part
Lisa,
of
how
the
you feel
live.
like going live at 9:45 tomorrow?
No, thank you. No, even though I think there's a big market in the morning sometimes because, well, or even in the early afternoon because, when D goes off sometimes at 1 o'clock,
Yeah.
what's there to do? A lot of time there's not anybody on.
Yeah. Well.
So, and I just saw that Rod show. He's having his Wednesday waffle on Palmy Pickers, but it's at 4:30 in the morning our time.
Woohoo!
So I'm sorry, Rod. That's why I was wondering why I never caught that show live. That's why I don't catch it live. 4:30 in the morning. Wow. But I do watch it in replay.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, I've got to catch that show live. But I just saw the reminder come up. So it's just hard when you got 3 continents you're juggling, trying to get everybody's times and watch everybody. And then, of course, we overlap each other. And that just messes everything up, gets messy. Robin B. Yeah, thank you. Lisa and Rob will have a death pile. I do have no shit, Dwayne. I was just saying that earlier. I have a watch list that's longer than enough hours in a day because I just keep adding to it because there's so many people that I like to watch and there's so much content out there. It's just amazing. Now, I will admit, and of course, it's nobody in this group, but there are some I watch that are just absolute train wrecks, and I just watch them because they're so bad.
Okay.
Rob will not let me continue after that, but let's just say that. It's nobody in this group.
What? You watch somebody to see what they're going to say next, or?
Just because they're so awful. But you know what? People get better, so I mean, that's not to say
Hey,
that they
we
might
were
not.
awful at the beginning.
Yeah, well, I still think we're awful sometimes, but people still watch.
When you're sitting there talking to somebody that, there may be one person, and please don't leave.
I know. Well, don't you hate that though when you go in someplace and you're the only one there and you feel that's why a lot of times if I'm the only one there, I won't say anything because I want to get out of here free card where I don't feel embarrassed. So, if there's one person in there, it could be me. I'm just no, I mean nobody in here is like that. Everybody in here is good, but Fat Girl Sewing says she wished there were more people on the middle of the night. Yeah, that's true. Dwayne says I have a problem. Dwayne, I have many problems. See, look, Summer's like me. She watches them too. I mean, there's some people there's shows that are just train wrecks.
Really?
And you're just watching. You watch them, and you know what? I don't know whether. I mean, maybe they intend. The sad thing is, I think they don't intend it to be that way. Maybe the joke's on me, and they intend it to be that way, and they get people to watch.
Chris
so.
is he said he meant to have a train wreck on purpose.
Marie says she lurks all the time. Marie, you always talk. Every time I go somewhere, I see there's Marie, and usually if there's Marie, there's Justin. You got as bad as me and Rob. Sometimes I feel like I'm following people. We see the same old people every time we go into a room, and it's like, how many times do you say hello to each other? You just want to go after a while, go, you know what? I'm here. You said hello to me 10 times today. You really don't have to say hi to me again, but I'm so grateful you all do. Most of the time you do. Yeah, see, Tommy does it too. He says he can't, how many times he's asked why he's listening to something. It's like it's exactly right. It's riveting. You're just waiting for it to implode on itself.
Ready to go off the rails.
Mm-hmm. How many times have you come in and you say, I can't believe you're watching that? And I'm like, I had my popcorn bowl the other day.
Hush.
You know that shit's serious when you got a popcorn bowl. Because that's better than watching the movie of the week. You're sitting there watching that thing on there, but that's okay. You can take your finger off the button. I'm not mentioning names.
Dwayne says stalkers.
Stalkers, right? No, sometimes no. I mean, yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, I try to talk to people when I go. If there's people in the room, I try and talk to people. But you know me, I have a hard time not saying something. It's really hard. My fingers are about as bad as my mouth when they just want to hit that keyboard, and that sometimes. I don't know if y'all probably if you went back and you really looked close, if there's something going on and I'm typing, you can see Rob's face because it's like it's just dread because he's probably muted and he's probably screaming at me. What are you typing? Don't you hit enter? What are you typing? Tell me what. He's so afraid I'm going to say something that I shouldn't. Imagine that, me say something that I shouldn't. So yeah, yeah, exactly, Tommy. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I was doing last night. I had entertainment, and Rob could literally not pull me away from it. He kept saying, "Why are you watching?" And I'm like, "I am just friggin' riveted." And he's like, "Come on." I'm like, "I can't. I just can't turn away, And I did. I watched the whole
really,
thing.
I mean, in the last month, I don't think we've watched anything other than YouTube. Really,
no,
rarely. We put the TV on for the dog.
Well, she's coming in here freaking watching YouTube, y'all. She sits right down here and she can see my screen. And well, I guess that's because Robin, that's where we're hanging out. So we're gonna actually make her. We have a little space between Rob and I that's kind of junky right now. Imagine that. We're gonna clean it up and bring one of her big hassocks in here so she can sit here in between us because that's what she's the most happy doing. Except last night, he fed her a third can of food, and she laid with her butt right over here by me and did nothing but pass gas. I mean, it was just really, thank God it didn't smell, but the damn thing was so loud you could keep hearing it, and that's a little ridiculous when you can't even concentrate because your dog's over here letting them go. So, were you watching us and Rob was questioning you?
I actually commented in there, remember?
Uh-huh.
And he even read my comment.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I am too. I'm open-minded, but it's just sometimes you can just see people are just going down a path that they shouldn't go down, or they fall into a trap it's not a trap, but they just fall into something that's probably best not talked about, and it just gets the best of them, and so I just can't help. I can't turn away. I've got to be a witness to the accident, is what it is. So, and I don't wish ill on anybody. Don't get me wrong. I don't wish ill on anybody. I wish the best for all. And if I take my hat off to anybody that's brave enough to put content out there, but I just wish you could talk to people but of course, nobody wants to hear that, when I don't really know. I don't know the people, of course, at all. So, for me to go in and say, hey, I think, you're doing this wrong, and this wrong, they probably tell me to, go do something to myself, which they would have every right to do, because I would probably have that same reaction if somebody came in here and said that to me. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
No, Rob never questions me. Only thing Rob questions me about when I'm watching you guys, how late you gonna stay up this time? He did take over though on that third quest. You saw that before I could get my third answer out. So he did take over last night. But he's a good sport about that. I mean, to me, if he would answer that, would you answer that? What do you think are your top 3 reseller ladies?
No, I didn't think about it.
So he won't answer it. But it wouldn't hurt my feelings for him to say that.
Yeah.
No. I'm very secure in my marriage. Rob ain't going nowhere, and he knows I'm not going anywhere.
That's right. I am chained to her.
Whether I want to or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're married or something. Yeah. It's the truth.
Oh, Chris is he's like in the middle.
Dwayne says he says stuff he shouldn't all the time. Yeah, I do too. I catch. Not as bad, but usually if I get worked up, I have there's a few buttons that people can push, and when they do, I just react. It's just my mouth. So that's just the way I've always been. And Rob knows that.
Yeah.
Which is why he keeps his finger on the mute button. But I promise if he does it, I'll say it really slow so you guys can read my lips. Fine line between brave and stupid. Yeah, it's the truth. Rob better say Lisa. I know. I mean, I thought it was funny. Me either, Dwayne.
What?
That's what I need. Hashtag IDGAF.
What?
I don't give a
Oh, okay.
flying mothership. That's what I need. So I mean that's just how I am too. I really don't care what people think or say. You know, I try to be kind and courteous to people. But there's a fine line. So yeah, it was funny last night when you were putting all those ladies on the spot and everybody. So, and I love the answers Tommy threw out for me at first. So that was great. So y'all should go back and watch. What made Lisa call Tommy an asshole?
Oh.
It was great. Still waiting for Tracy's answers though.
Really? She didn't say anything yet.
Well, the men are vocal all the time. The men talk about women that are attractive all the time. The resellers. You hear there's comments made all the time. So it's nice that the shoe got put on the other foot and the women got to comment back and say, you know, ones that they found attractive. I don't. IDGA mothership has a nice ring to it. I was trying to be nice because, you know, Rob does allow me to throw out, after 5 minutes, I'm allowed to throw out a few vulgarities, but he does like me to hold that F word. You know, what time is it now? 8. He likes me to hold it in unless we're doing a late night. And then, you know, I can let those flipping things fly.
You know, because if I have to if I have to edit this thing, you know, we'll lose your comments. So.
Oh God, you don't want to do that. Comments are the best part. That's why if I watch, then Tommy nailed it on the head the other night when he was talking about how many times have you watched a live and you want to type a comment. Every time I watch a live, I catch myself with my fingers on the keyboard wanting to type comments, and it's frustrating. But that's the beauty of watching lives, that you get that interaction, that you're able to comment, that you're able to feel like you're part of a show, whether it's a good show, a shit show, or whatever. At least you get to be part of it. But it's hard when you're watching them back and you want to say something and you can't. That's the only frustrating part.
Gosh.
What'd she say?
She said it's pretty easy to find a reason to call Tommy an asshole. Oh, gosh.
Listen. Susie said she's going to listen tomorrow on the way to work. It's towards the end, just because it was, I think they were on a couple hours last night, just so, you know, I don't know how long your drive is. So, that's true. There are a lot of beautiful women out there that resell. So. Oh, Lobster, what happened? He lost more subs today due to his video from yesterday when he said he didn't care whether they stay or go.
Oh, really? Well, you might not want to say that again.
Got an appointment next Wednesday for PTSD. Guess I'm going to have to pay for therapy. Hey, come watch on Saturdays. I forget what time is it on. It's noon. If you're around on Saturday, come watch on the Shamrock Pixies channel. She does a thing on mental health, and guess what? I was on the panel. So we rock it talking about mental health. We rock it about it. It's truth and honesty, and you know, I tell it like it is. Des is great. I mean, I love to hear her talk about it. She's very open about her issues. I was very open about my issues. I don't know who else might be on the panel. Heck, Lobster, come jump on the panel and talk about it from a male perspective, because there are some males in the chat, but I don't know that there's been a male on. Oh no, David, the car boot picker, was on there. I take that back. David was on there. But it is great to have male perspective on it as well, because so many men are not really cool about admitting, you know, their issues. And I think there's more people out there with issues than there are not. Of course, I was told PTSD, from my standpoint, is post-traumatic snake syndrome. So,
speaking of, Brandon says, claimed he's still here.
Yes, post-traumatic straight disorder. Excuse me. So, So if anybody's around on Saturdays at noon, check out the Shamrock Pixie. We're getting honest. Talking about mental health, talking about, and I said it's Destiny's show, guys. But I'm in there. I was on the panel last week. If she'll let me back on this week, I'd love to come back on. Talking about diagnoses, how we live with it, how we deal with it, how our families deal with it, medications, alternate therapies. It's great. Just an open, honest discussion about how to deal with life, and of course this crazy shit life that we sometimes that we do with reselling, how it all fits together. It's a great show.
Bumcrack Trigger's there with the link to her channel.
Thank you, Bumcrack. So, D, your issues are other people. Hey, D, that's fine. That's cool. But those the other people cause you to have issues. So everybody's got their issue. I have issues with people. People are too peoply sometimes. Ask Tracy. Tracy's going to be chasing me. I'm not a person. I don't like a lot of physical contact. Somehow I got 2 kids, but I don't like physical contact. Not like that, but I don't like to be hugged. There's something about that. I don't like that. And different people are different ways. Tracy tells me she's going to hug me. I told her she's got to catch me first, but my God, she's 6 foot tall, so she must have legs, that go from here to there. So I'm sure my little round body doesn't stand a chance, but that's okay. But we talk about there's a lot of issues that we talk about. So everybody's welcome to come in to chat, to come in. I think Destiny's real open to come in on the panel if you want to share your story. Sometimes it's not just the ones that have the mental disorders. It's the people that have to live with us. God knows Rob probably has a couple stories to tell about what it's like to live with me. But thank God he's tight-lipped. He doesn't talk much, so I don't think I have to worry about it. But men do need to speak out about it more. Yes, I saw your Facebook post, Dee, and when I read that, I told Rob, I said, I bet you anything that's the person that was bothering her, and I said, I bet they got fired.
Oh yeah.
She didn't put that in there, but you could just read between the lines, That was
it's not the killer that looked like Tim.
No, it's not Tim the killer. So. Look at that. Dwayne says, Heather is mental just dealing with me. Yeah, I think I do that. I think I drive Rob into issues having to deal with me. I mean, when you have a person who's chronically depressed, that's a lot to ask somebody to put up with. But I do tell him this, and he knows that. Look, I gave you an opportunity before we got married. I gave you an opportunity.
Here we go again.
I said, you can walk away now, and I won't hold it against you.
I'm still here.
He's still here, so he ain't got nobody to blame but himself. Marie says she thinks she has another premiere this week. That's great. On top of it, yep. Rick says he has road rage. Talking about getting into a fight, but the guy would not pull over. Wow. Yeah, that's an issue. If you're wanting to fight somebody, that's an issue. Lobster, I'm thinking about doing lives from inside a box in the garage. And Marie says, Justin will tell you I'm batshit crazy. Yes, Marie, I have been given that diagnosis by many, many people in my life. And I usually respond like that. So, whatever.
Not the double.
Yeah, a lot of times a double. Or my favorite, I'll just give you a whole freaking flock of them, So, let me tell you, Lobster, one of my favorite places used to be inside my closet. Seriously.
Really?
When I had issues, before I met you.
Yeah, BR.
And I would go inside my closet. I had a big enough closet I could get in there, but it was small enough where I could shut the doors and I felt safe. It was a safe place to get away from everything and everybody. So, till the damn kids found me, and then it was just over after that. So, but no, we all have that. It's okay. Lobster, my Larry Head video, always telling him about his life.
I am going to log in and give him another, hour.
I know vindication, D, sometimes is better than anything else, isn't it? It is. And sometimes it takes a long time to get that. And I know that you hear all these people that say, "Oh, forgive," which there's nothing wrong with forgiveness. Trust me, I'm sure it's a great thing. I have forgiven many people in my life, but there's some people that I will never forgive. I will hold on to that bitter, to the very bitter end, and wish them, all the bad things in the world. That sounded horrible. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't wish, but you know what I mean. There's some people that they just deserve it, and it's very nice to see it when they finally, karma, whatever you want to call it, they finally get what they deserve. Susie said, "Batshit crazy. I thought that was a term of endearment people were calling me." And Dee said she used to live in a closet too. See, I'm telling you, that's why we all click. And last night on Robin and Joey kept calling it, saying that we're a tribe. Tracy said, we're each other's tribe. And I really think that but what our tribe would be called, maybe batshit crazy. I don't know. But we're one hell of a tribe, I'll tell you. A lot of us have a lot of stuff in common. That's the funny part. Maybe that's what drives us to live the life that we do that's so similar. I don't know. But Marie is ducking nuts. Rob usually says, what do you say? Knuckin' futz? Is that what you say?
Oh, yeah, that's from that movie that one time.
From what is it? That one with...
is one with, he was like a child star or something. Can't remember what the name of the movie was.
Okay.
Somebody would probably come up with it.
All right.
David Spade was the star of the movie.
Yep.
He was like a child star, and that's what he said on his show all the time.
No, well, Rob watched it for quite a while, Chris.
What?
He thought it was thrilling. That was his kind of show, very little interaction. You didn't have to interact very much. So his head show.
Hey, it works for somebody else, so why not Chris?
No, there's one person that I got subbed to, and I don't even know how I got subbed to him. I clicked on their channel one time, and it was an outlet. It was just a video of an outlet. And I said, "Rob, this has been going for hours," because it was live. And I thought, "Oh, I'll click on this."
It was an electrical outlet, not an outlet.
Yeah, an electrical outlet. I said, "Rob, this has been going for hours. No sound, nothing, just the outlet." And I said, there has got to be, of course, it didn't keep me for very long. And I unsubscribed for them because I figured they were just trying to get time or whatever. But it was weird. I don't know. I guess maybe that's I've heard of kink, but I don't know anybody that likes, stick a finger in the socket. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. So he did lose a sub, right? Well, you know what, Chris, you haven't made it till you get people, when you start losing subs. Rob and I went to bed with one number. We got up with, I think, one or two less. So I don't even pay attention to it anymore, really. Not anymore.
I don't think we've moved at all today.
No. So, we're just grateful we haven't lost any, I guess. But it happens. I hear people say the same thing like I say. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Some people are going to like you. Some people are going to love you. And some people are going to think you're the train wreck that they're watching because it's so awful. And they can't wait to get out of there. So what?
Chris says, "I wish you had an aquarium." Just like that all day.
Yeah, but there might be something fishy about that. So, Susie says she thinks there's personality traits that drive people to work at home at their own pace. Yeah, I think that's. I mean, I'm a very social person, and I think that's the one thing that's helped me enormously is being able to get on YouTube and talk, because can you imagine having all this bottled up in you all day and only have him to listen to me?
Please be on YouTube.
He knows I used to be on the phone a lot because I just craved some type of interaction, and this gives me that interaction, that I crave, that I still can stay at home. So if I had found this a long time ago, like I said, all of the money I could have saved on therapy, because this is my verbal release therapy, which don't Google that. Evidently, I told Brandon Googled it and came up with some really weird stuff. So, but anyway, it does seem to help me, but I do think there are traits My thing is I give people a lot more benefit of the doubt than I probably should, and I end up regretting it. And I also hold people to high standards. I hold people to the standards that I hold myself to, and I hold myself to pretty high standards, and most people don't measure up, and it's disappointing, you know. And people are just, you know, I don't know. I don't play all those office games. I was never I don't suck up to people to get ahead. I believe if you work hard, you should be rewarded. And that's not how things work out these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. We blew up. You know why? Because of Rally Roots. I just love to say that. No, I don't know, it's scary. I mean, we're not near 1,000, which is what you have to be monetized, which again, I won't say Rob and I have never talked about that because of course we have, but I don't expect Rob and I are going to stop reselling because of all the money that's flowing in. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice to have an extra money to go out to a couple yard sales or something like that. That's, if that's what happens.
Oh, hey, how about a date?
Or date. My God, you know how cheap Rob is on a date. So our expectations are pretty damn low, but I'm very humbled by it because we never thought that anybody would want to watch us. We never thought anybody would want to listen to us, especially, maybe more so. Rob was hoping more so on the knowledge than on our personality side. But, I'm just grateful that people somehow want to watch, and whether they're watching because we're a train wreck going to happen or what's going to come out of my mouth or what Rob's face is going to look like after I say something, I'm not sure. But we're very grateful and humbled about it, And like I said, I really, it's very natural for me. I don't have an issue coming on here. The only time I do is when I listen to somebody who I consider a big deal. I mean, like, for example, when Z in the UK said something about us, and I'm like, oh my God, that's pressure. And then anytime anybody says, oh, they're so funny, I'm like, oh my God, now I got to be funny. We don't try. That's the sad thing is we don't talk about our shows. We don't talk about what we're going to talk about. It just 100% as it flows and whatever way the chat goes. We just kind of let it flow, which can be dangerous, I guess. Be like a damn volcano coming down the mountain. So thank you, Rick. What did Brandon say? It says leave it to Brandon.
No, I don't know. And to flip it said it. I think he's mentioned a snake.
Oh.
And then Brandon popped up like, did somebody talk about me or something?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that he Googled verbal release. Yeah, that's the truth. Hey, Patty. Patty just watches for cleavage. I'm calling this a boob crack. Since we got bum crack, that's my boob crack, y'all. So I'm going to hashtag that BOOB crack, boob crack. So wait, yard sales aren't a date. Yes, Marie, if you're in Rob's realm, they are. Anytime I walk out the door with him, I should consider that a date, and I should be honored to be in his presence. So there you go.
The IKEA bags are coming.
IKEA bags are coming. I told him I wanted to say they're Justin bags. We call them RVA flip bags, because you always see Justin with his bags. I don't know. We need to get some more. I want to get some more. They have some really pretty ones, and they're not expensive at all. You can order them. We have an IKEA in Jacksonville, but we haven't been back up to Jacksonville. We haven't been to the IKEA store since they opened. I would like to go so I can say I went to an IKEA
store.
Actually, I want to eat a friggin' meatball at IKEA, okay? Let's just be honest. I want to eat a damn meatball at IKEA because they say they're so good. So I need to get up there so I can eat a meatball and then maybe buy a couple bags or something. I don't know. I'm not going to buy anything to put together because I got shit that Rod's supposed to put together for 10 years sitting around, so I definitely don't want anything else.
We have an new piece of IKEA furniture around here somewhere. It's in a box.
I know, but we were going to give it to someone.
Yeah, but now we don't have to.
Now we don't have to. One of the beauties of when people don't talk to you, talking to me, I get a gift. So, if I'm not good enough to talk to, hell.
Hey, does anybody here like IKEA furniture? We could give it away. Hey, once we hit 1,000, we could give it away.
Read Susie's comment, the new name.
Where?
You're the pantless picker, and I'm boob crack.
My gosh.
Pantless picker. That is just hilarious.
Thanks.
Oh, you don't. I've heard my voice is soothing, Tracy.
Look at Chris has already like got the dollar signs in his head.
Boob crack is another T-shirt. Yeah, boob crack bicycle rack. Really, I mean, a boob crack napkin holder. You could put napkins in there. You know, there's a lot of things we could talk about for merch.
My
you know?
gosh.
How about a nice setup? Of course, they'd have to be facing opposite ways. You know, two boobs going this way, and you could have the napkins in the center.
Tracy dozed off. What'd you say?
She said my voice must be soothing. She dozed off. I must sound like Cliff's 3D printer. Which again, 9:30, Jody Matoa Videos channel. Mitoma. Make sure I'm saying his name right. Jody Mitoma Videos.
Tracy's reminding me that, you know, IKEA furniture
Canadian
is sought
Resellers
after.
Roundtable. It's 9:30 tonight, guys. Do what?
She
Hey,
said-
Glenn.
She's saying that IKEA furniture is sometimes sought after.
Yeah.
Just a little shelf, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, we've sold some. Anytime I find something IKEA, if it's in the bag, I always get it. You know, I even buy the plushies. I buy the IKEA plushies because they sell usually. So, especially the big snake, Brandon. I've sold the damn IKEA snake. I will sell snakes if they're plush. If they'll make me money.
Lynn's here.
Hi, Lynn.
Glenn.
Glenn, I already said that. You didn't hear me say Glenn. I thought you said Lynn was here. I already said hi to Glenn.
Oh, okay.
Half
I'm
my
behind
house
the times.
is IKEA furniture, and her office is 100%. Summer's office is 100% IKEA furniture. So, I put my beer or drink bottle in my cleavage. That's great. You know, if it fits, instead of it fits, it ships. If it fits, it sticks. There you go. I've had things there too. Oh, yeah. Lots of people like the IKEA. You're right, because there's not a lot of stores. I know.
And there's also that one store that we used to go to in Gainesville all the time. That's a food store. That's not even. That's the only place that's around here.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think. Well, yeah, we looked into selling some of the Trader Joe's food, but Rob and I are bad. We both love Trader Joe's. We go in there. It's not funny. We spend way too much money.
Yeah.
And they got, what is it? How much is that the wine that's so cheap?
I don't know. They have beer too. That's
$2 Chuck or something like that.
Beer,
it's really cheap.
Cheap beer too.
So yeah, cheap beer. You know, might even rival.
I mean, we
Andrew's
can be in there for
Aldi
like
prices.
15 minutes and it's like $100 already.
But they have those nice paper bags with the handles too. Oh God, I really like that. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, but we love our Trader Joe's. That's why I said we don't go very often, because we spend too much. But everything is so fresh and so good. And they have nice bags too. So
$3 Chuck.
$3. I was doing $2. So see, maybe ours ran.
Maybe
on
you haven't been
sale.
there a long time.
Yeah, it's $3. I knew it was something Buck Chuck. I knew it rhymed. So look at that. Summer said, no joke. Her husband's putting together an IKEA cabinet right now.
Really?
Yeah. So wants to know if he's getting grumpy yet. My son, my oldest one, is one of those guys. He's so much not a guy compared to like the way my dad used to put stuff together. My dad, who needs instructions? And you get done and there's an extra, huge sack of parts. Look, they must have gave me all these extra pieces. Right, Dad. And the door doesn't shut right, or something's not level, But my oldest son's not like that. He takes everything out, puts it in little piles, matches it all up with what it says it comes with, and then he's very methodical. Don't know where he gets that from. I don't think I would be that way. I don't know. I might. I don't like to put furniture together, so.
Yeah.
Nope. He's having his drink while he's putting it together. Well, then you will have extra pieces when he gets done. So, anyway. Dwayne said, Heather used to always tell the kids, don't listen to your father when he's putting together IKEA stuff. That would probably be my dad, too. 45 minutes to Trader Joe's. Yeah, we probably have to go about 45 minutes. We have to go all the way into Gainesville.
Yeah.
Want to take bets on how many pieces you'll have left over. Hi, Grandma Wrinkles. Carla, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I mean, it's funny. I mean, you haven't had to put too much together since these shelves, but they go together easy.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to worry about that.
They just snap together.
Mm-hmm.
No hardware at all.
Mm-mm. So, you haven't had to put. I don't think you've had to put together anything since we've been here.
No,
I don't buy.
I'm too cheap. I don't buy new stuff.
No, we buy old stuff. We buy old. All of our furniture and everything wasn't purchased new, and we're like stuck in the late 70s, early 80s. So it wouldn't bother me to have shag carpet too. To be honest with you, I kind of like shag carpet, but
look for your eye on Craigslist. I'm sure somebody's giving it away.
Yeah, I know, but I have a thing about I don't want used carpet because I don't know. Dogs lay on it, and who God knows what else people might have done on it. No, thank you. I will draw the line at there. We have carpet down right now, but we're gonna have to. Our house was built in the 80s, and it's not updated. So we've got a lot of
wallpaper,
mauve and blue in our house, if you know what I mean. So we're in the process of updating. Well, we had to decide, were we going to keep it and pay it off? Were we going to go ahead? But we're going to go ahead, since we only did the 15-year mortgage anyway. We're halfway there.
Hey, Logan, do you need a house in 7 years?
Yeah, he said he would. He said he would buy it from us. We're going to get it updated. So we're going to be doing, once we can get all the clutter out of it, we're going to start updating it, probably rip out the carpet, put down some hardwood floors. I like hardwood floors better anyway. I like those floors that Terry had put down, your sister.
Chris just sold a baseball glove.
Congratulations. What did we sell today? Did we sell anything good? Let me see.
Nothing major.
Well, let's see. I sold craft supplies, y'all. Craft supply. Let's see. Where did we start at? Okay, here we go. Ready? Where does it start? Right here. A hat, a craft book, a craft kit, a tie, records, Fanny Hill, Memoirs of a Woman of Pleasure. There you go. Craft book, craft supplies, knitting books, Christmas ornament, VHS. This was cool.
I'm going to show that.
Okay, and then another ornament. I found this.
Show this.
This is in your neck of the woods, Tracy. It's Texas.
What was that? That was like a card with a
it has oil in it. Yeah. Texas Mid-Continent Oil and Gas 1966 booklet with crude oil sample.
Like a little Ziploc, or not a Ziploc bag, a sealed bag of oil.
Sealed baggie of oil. The 100th anniversary of the first Texas oil well. Kind of cool.
Tchotchke.
Yeah. Hot red shag carpet and mirrors on the ceiling. You know what? I have been to places that have mirrors on the ceiling. I'm not a big mirror on the ceiling play. It's bad enough to have to look past them when you walk by them. The last thing you want to do is look up and see yourself in one of those. So I'll have to pass on that, Dwayne. My time of admiring myself that way is long gone. So I don't think I'll be doing that.
Is Chris on the right chat here? He's like saying something about women of something.
Women of Pleasure. Yes, it's a book.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were talking about it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's Fanny Hill, I think is what it's called.
Oh yeah, Fannie Mae.
No, you're thinking of Danny Mae. It's Fanny Hill.
Oh, Fanny Hill. Sorry.
1963, first paperback edition. Memoirs of a Woman of Pleasure, and I sold it for $10. Who says you can't make money on a paperback that I paid a nickel for?
That's like old.
A nickel to $10, $13 with shipping. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. Books. So should I go get those books? No, just kidding, y'all. I'm not getting the books. We are going to pass on the books. So
they're all old.
There you go, Rick. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So Crude oil is terrible to clean. It gets everywhere. Well, it's crude. Maybe that's why that's called crude.
I'm surprised I even survived.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, it's 9:12. The Canadians are coming on at 9:30, so I think we're going to let you guys go. So everybody go take a bathroom break. Get yourself something to drink. Be prepared. 9:30 for on Jody Matoa Videos channel. It's going to be Chris, Thrift Beast, Jody, and our lovable Cliff. So we all need to be in there to support those guys because they're not big talkers usually. So we need to be there to help support them in chat. I don't know. I could be surprised. But they're a great group of guys.
Hey, has anybody asked Cliff to show his board yet?
To show his what?
Remember he said he would show his board.
I'm like, what are you asking Cliff to show? I ain't
he
asking
would
Cliff
show
to
his
show
board,
nothing.
his like board.
Oh, I know. No, I haven't asked Cliff to show his board. And this is not the group to ask him for that. We'll catch him one late night and ask him. So thank you guys for stopping in and spending some time
we had problems
with us.
again tonight.
We appreciate it. Tommy, you're a genius. You fixed Rob's internet. We didn't have a problem ever since he did that. So I give all the credit to Tommy. Rob's ego was just taking him up. He was just using up too much bandwidth, I guess, on his camera. So that's what it was. All right, guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you later. And we're going to head over to the Canadian Resellers Roundtable. Hope to see you guys there. Bye.